This minute of Skate the Infinity starts with the palm trees swaying back and forth.
And ends with the Hattori pile driver. This is minute 23 of episode 10. Dap not needing words.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Caitlin.
Hi, Jonathan. Hi, listeners. Welcome.
Hi, listener.
To Infinite Minute, singular. Infinite Minute, an anime by minute
Makes
podcast.
me feel special.
Where we talk about Skate the Infinity minute by minute. I am Caitlin.
I'm Jonathan.
And
we're sleepy.
We're sleepy once again.
It's not late. It's not early. We're sleepy.
We have just, for some reason, we sleep really shit on a Sunday and then record on a Monday night.
Sunday sleeping patterns. I also have worked the last 9 days in a row.
Oof.
So
That's
Daddy's ready for a nap.
It's nap time for Jonathan.
It's nap time. We're watching the ED live in your ears.
We're about to.
And then we're going to talk about some of the anime or not anime, as the case may be, that we've been watching this season.
Yes.
Which is to say, we've not really been watching that much anime.
No, and I feel really bad about it.
Don't feel bad about it, Caitlin. Keeping up with anime is tough.
It is tough.
It's a hard thing, and keeping up with like the fandom. Oof. There's a lot going on in the world right now, and it just doesn't feel like there's enough time in the day for anime.
It really doesn't. It really doesn't. You've got to really like sit down and commit that time to it.
Yeah.
And like Erin had a go at me on the weekend for not watching the One Piece dub. And I was like, I got it. No, not the dub, the sub.
Right.
Because I was watching the dub. And I was like, I need just the something in the background to watch. Like, I can't focus my time on reading subs. Yeah. For that long
I was doing that with Hunter x Hunter too. It was really fun to like just let it wash over you a bit.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do with One Piece. That being said, I haven't watched any One Piece in months.
Since we last talked about it.
I'm struggling with words today. I'm so sorry.
Time has gone so fast though. Like, let's watch this ED while we talk.
Yeah, let's
like,
put the
about
ED
life, liberty, and the pursuit of chilling out. We've got to do a 3, 2, 1, don't we?
Oh, whoops! I pressed play already.
Caitlin.
Sorry, wait. Let me go back. Okay. Wait. Oh no, what happened? Okay.
She shanked at everyone. We're tired.
Okay, I'm ready. 3.
All right.
3, 2, 1, play. You're right. Time is going fast, and I was
as the palm trees sway.
I was thinking in the car, listening to this episode, listening to whatever today's episode was, Reconciliation, that this episode 10 has gone so fast.
So fast.
And then, thinking about the fact that we've watched like a year's worth of episodes.
2 months ago, I went to the doctor to see if they had any openings for surgery in like 2024, and I'm 6 weeks past my surgery now. Like,
what?
I was very lucky to be able to get in so quickly, but I'm already like I'm working out now every day.
Oh
I'm back.
Gosh.
I'm back, baby.
You're back.
Push-ups are back on the menu.
Yes.
No photos.
No.
We're going to pause soon. Here comes the Hattori pile driver. Did I even watch the ED? That's it. That's the ED of Skate the Infinity for the 10th time.
The 10th time. I was watching very
Caity?
Closely just then for no photos, just to make sure that it wasn't the one where they switch it up. But that is the next one. I'm very excited.
So no photos. This is our last no photos.
Last no photos. Officially.
Damn. Official no photos.
What did you think of the ED? It was nice, playing in the background of our existential conversation.
It was nice that we're considering what it's like to be over 30.
Oh,
and
boy.
like, Because it's like that thing of like the older you get, the more time you've had.
Yes. So each
But
day
the
that
less
passes,
time you have.
yeah, each day that passes is a smaller fraction of your total life, and so it feels faster.
It goes so fast. It's crazy. Like we already what's the word? Not swatted. You know what I'm talking about. We
You can do it. I believe in you.
We geolocated. What's the word I'm thinking of? We doxed ourselves. We doxed the day we're recording this because reconciliation came out.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like already December.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's crazy.
And like, I know this is something I've been thinking about lately. It's one of the only conversations we really have anymore. Not we specifically, but like the royal we.
Yes.
The general we, the general you. Is like what media we're watching, what we're consuming.
Yeah.
It's literally the focus of this podcast.
Yeah, true. True.
But like talking about time and talking about like the effects of time on our bodies and like age and stuff like that, it's like it only becomes more relevant the older you get. But then I think like when we're in our 40s, we're still going to be fine.
Yeah, we'll be fine. Absolutely.
We'll be fine. We're just going to be, 10 years older, 10 years wiser. Maybe, some of the planet will be gone. But we'll be here,
My goodness.
hopefully.
We'll be here with our cat babies, hopefully.
Oh, God, that's another thing.
Oh, no.
They're just getting older. She is, 6 now?
Far out. Yeah, she's an old girl.
She's young at heart. Yeah, she's young at heart. She needs her vaccinations. I got a message from the vet the other day, and they were like, she is due for her vaccinations. And then I went on the website, and it's like, there's a shortage of cat vaccinations in Australia. And I was like, why the fuck are you messaging me? Maybe check before you send the message. Yeah. Caity, what have you been watching?
Should we start with the one that we've both watched? That might be a good place to start.
Yeah, so... No, I haven't fed her. She's not been fed. I didn't want to decant the mints.
I haven't heard of that one.
Yeah, it's this new anime. I don't want to decant the mints because my cat is a nuisance.
That actually sounds like the title of an anime. Or a manga or something.
No, we both watched a non-anime Western anime.
Yes.
On Netflix.
According to my anime list, it doesn't count.
No, because it's not an anime that is made for consumption in Japan. Even though Japanese people presumably have watched it.
I wonder if there's a Japanese dubbed version. Assume
there
so.
is.
There is?
Yeah. I was very tempted to watch it because, like, really cool that they got the original cast back.
We haven't said what it is. It's Scott Pilgrim.
Actors. It's Scott Pilgrim Takes Off on Netflix. 8 episodes of around varying length, 22 minutes to 28 minutes. And we've both finished it. We've both finished this new... Spoilers, these big spoilers for Scott Pilgrim Takes Off from here on out.
Yeah.
So if you haven't watched it and you've enjoyed a couple of episodes and you haven't finished it, go watch it.
Yeah.
But it feels like
Pause this, come back,
Netflix,
we'll still be here.
Yeah. We talked about like this Netflix model of like you finished it within a weekend.
Oh, one night. We watched it in one night, I think.
Yeah, right. Okay. I finished it over 2 weeks because I'm built different. Yeah. In that I'm built like a grandpop. This is too much anime in one night, he says. But so most people who watched it have finished it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
It's not hard to finish. It's an easily digestible little...
That being said, I found it a bit hard to finish. For reasons that I'm sure we'll get into. But what did you think of Scott Pilgrim Takes Off, Caitlin?
This was really interesting, and we've already had a very brief debrief about this, but like most people going into it, thought that it was going to be like a direct remake of the movie, and the first episode is shot for shot the movie, and I was like, this is cute and fun, but like it is just the movie, and I'm like, wow, they're really going to do this, and then the big plot twist comes at the end of the first episode, and it takes a real detour from the movie, which I thought was really cool, and I was really interested to see where they went from there. I thought it was a really cool concept for about 4 or 5 episodes, and then in the back half it kind of lost me, which I think is similar to how you found it.
Yeah, I'm in a pretty similar boat. I feel like such a basic bitch because I want to say that the most enjoyable part of the whole adaptation was that first episode that literally just shot for shot was the movie. But it had all that visual language of the movie, of the manga. And then as the episodes went on, they lost that visual knowledge, that visual language. Like, it just got less snappier, whereas the movie had to fit so much in such a small space that it is so snappy. This felt like it just took the piss out of its runtime, if you know what I mean? Like, there was a lot, like, there was some weird pacing to me.
Yeah.
And I know that me saying my favorite bit of it was the, like, 1-for-1 adaptation means that I haven't understood the message of Scott Pilgrim, which was the same message again, just slightly different.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, it's more like a reboot, I guess. It's more like, you know.
Yeah. Well,
not a reboot, a remix.
Yeah. I mean, because it does posit that the events of the original movie and manga comic happened. This is just an alternate universe, I suppose.
Yeah, where they didn't happen because Scott intervened.
Time travel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which always feels lazy.
Yeah.
When it's introduced as, like, I'm you from the future.
Yeah.
And we, you know, very hand-waved time travel.
Yes. Yeah. Just
incredibly hand-waved.
Yes. Incredibly hand-waved. That being said, there were some bits that I found really charming. The Todd Wallace stuff was really cute and charming. The
Kieran
Culkin just hands down incredible.
So good.
The stuff with, like, Gideon and Chris Evans. What's the Chris Evans character's name? Lucas Lee's character. Like, being besties was really cute. I loved that.
It was cute.
Yeah, there was some really cool parts, but yeah, I honestly, by the last episode, I kind of zoned out and just had it playing in the background. I wasn't really paying attention.
The big fight. You could see the influences on the sleeve a lot in the big fights, but they were the most exciting bits animation-wise. But also just the fact that they completely captured the art style of the manga in moving anime form was good.
Yeah, really cool.
It was cool. Yeah, I thought that they captured the style. Like, the art direction was really solid.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it looked really cool.
And I like how it had that sort of, like, old school, every episode, like, remember Utena? Every episode they'd go up in the fucking elevator and we'd hear Zetai Unmei Mokushiroku.
Yes.
That Ramona dyeing her hair every episode reminded me of that.
Yeah, I loved that.
Like, that little old school element.
I really liked that.
But yeah, just to, like, the pacing was, like, all over the shop. And the plotting, or, like, the story was interesting, the plotting was bad. If you know what I mean. Yeah, I agree. One thing that I was going to say to you, which I thought was which I didn't say at the time because it was a spoiler, was that I didn't understand why when they had older Scott, they had a different voice actor, but older Wallace didn't have a different voice actor. Yes.
I was like, why?
And neither did older Ramona.
No.
It just felt like you could have, Michael Cera would have been better than, it was, who
Will
was it?
Forte.
It was Will Forte. Yeah. He didn't sound good.
Well, it didn't sound like Scott. Like, I was like,
no,
who is
Will
this?
Forte's done voice acting before. Maybe that was the point, like, to make him seem like a different person.
Maybe.
But, like, and we mentioned that with Finn Wolfhard voicing young Scott Pilgrim. I guess they had to do because they changed the voice actor for old Scott Pilgrim. He sounded older than Michael Cera as Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a weird choice, for sure.
Yeah.
Because Kieran Culkin just, you know, acted old.
Yes.
Or didn't really act at all.
No, he didn't really.
He
He just was him.
That much older.
No. So, I don't know. It was fun. I don't really remember how it ended. Like, if you asked me to explain what happened at the end, wouldn't be able to tell you. I love that they got all the original cast together. I thought that was fantastic. Yeah. I love that
the musical bit was weird. Why?
The musical was strange.
Sorry.
No, it's
so
fine.
Weird. Why do a musical?
I love the whole sort of, like, weird lore that it all happened because Michael Cera replied to like a group email from 9 years ago. Like I think that's hilarious.
The meta stuff is like was more entertaining.
Yeah. Would I ever sort of watch it again? Probably not. I'm not going to revisit it.
Yeah.
I'd rather watch the movie.
No.
The movie is
I'd rather read the
fantastic.
manga again.
The movie has incredible rewatch value, so I would much rather watch the movie again.
But it is funny how it's brought up the exact same like discourse as it always does.
My God, Scott Pilgrim's a pedophile.
Yeah, Scott Pilgrim's a bad guy.
We didn't,
and then his redemption in this, where he's like to Knives Chow, apparently it's bad for a 23-year-old to date a teen. It's like he learnt nothing.
No, exactly.
And he learnt nothing until Ramona, did her thing and saved him.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
We digress.
It was okay. It was
a bit of fun.
It was fun to see the evil X's in like
the
more
lair of evil. Like they have their own
light,
little sort of lair thing. That was fun.
Yeah, that was cool to see those characters in a different light, I think. But otherwise, I gave it because it's not on my anime list. But I it's on Letterboxd.
Oh,
for some reason.
So weird when Letterboxd puts limited series on there. I'm always like, does this count?
Yeah, this isn't a movie, but I gave it a 2 out of 10. 2 out of 5, sorry. Yeah, 2 out of 5 on Letterboxd.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, that was my initial feeling. And now I know how the people who hated the Evangelion rebuilds feel.
Interesting.
Yeah, because they are a remix, but the original series happened.
Yes, yep.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
And I feel like that was a heavy influence for Brian Lee O'Malley, like to be like, I'm at a different place in my life to explore these characters again and put them in a different scenario.
Yeah,
that's exactly what Hideki Anno. I'm gonna fact check myself.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
Is that his name? Yeah, Hideaki Anno did for Evangelion. Like, when he first made Evangelion, he was depressed, and it is depressing. And with the rebuilds, he's happy, and they have a relatively happy ending. And oh my God, look at that cat.
Look at him.
He loves cardboard box.
He loves the box.
Flat on his puss.
Sorry,
he's so cute.
I distracted you.
No, it's all right. He was so cute. Anyway, that's Scott Pilgrim.
That's Scott Pilgrim. We spoke about that for way too long. Let's talk about some other things that we did like.
Yeah. Yeah, let's talk about things we do like. I mean, we did like Scott Pilgrim. It had a lot of hype, and I feel like...
Also, they did, like, absolutely falsely market it. Is that true? Like, they... Purposefully said it was just going to be a remake?
Yeah, well, I don't think they ever said. I think just all the stuff they showed was from
assumed,
the original, and that was like... That annoyed me in the end because you needed an encyclopedic knowledge of the original, which I haven't watched the movie for like 13 years.
Yeah.
And I haven't read the the comics for like a decade. So it's like, I don't remember shit about these characters, and now you're introducing me to them as if it's just like, as if we just watched an anime adaptation of the original.
Yeah.
Anyway. I digress. What have you been watching that you enjoy, Caitlin?
What
other Western anime?
Western live action anime. No, I just said to you before, we finished Lost last night. Just absolutely devastated. Don't know what to do with my life again now. This is rewatch number 3 for me. So I think 4 times through in total. Full watch throughs. Like, I've watched other parts of seasons before. And just as good. Absolutely just as good. Valentina hadn't seen it before, so it was her first watch, and she was devastated. I don't know. Lost, I'm not going to get too much into Lost. If you've seen it, you've seen it, and you know how good it is. If you haven't,
I haven't.
If you haven't, it's... yes, like, people talk about like the whole mystery of it and how it's sort of like...
I was going to ask, did Vale do any theory crafting?
Yeah, I would often ask her, like, what do you think's going to happen? What do you think's going on? What do you think this is? Just to, like, get her thoughts and sort of, theories. sometimes she'd get it, but sometimes she'd be like way off the mark. So it was quite fun. But I mean, like, I think that's what lots of people go into it thinking is it's like, it's going to be this mystery show and like, I'm going to have so much fun trying to work out what's going on. And I think that's where a lot of people get disappointed by the end because maybe you don't get everything answered to the full extent that you want it to be. For me, I watch it as it's a character-based show for me, a character study show. I think they're some of the most incredibly built characters that I've ever had the pleasure of enjoying in anything. And they just mean a lot to me. And so that's why I was so invested the whole time because I just think they just, incredible characters. So I would highly recommend anyone who is ever thinking about watching it but got put off by people saying the ending is bad to give it a go because it's truly like Valentina was like, I'm so grateful that you like got me to watch it because I just loved it so much. So please watch it.
That's cute. God, do I have to watch Lost now, Caity?
Do it. It's so good. Do it. I'll convert
I'll
everyone.
just be texting you at like midnight being like, what is happening? We did try starting it, but we just never, we weren't committed, I think.
Yeah. It's a hard slog. It's 6 seasons and they're like long seasons. The first 3 seasons are like 24, 25 episode seasons. So
Jesus.
It's quite long. They get
reminds me of
a
Heroes.
bit shorter. Yeah.
Had those long seasons.
Yeah, they came out around the same time.
Yeah, that's why I think I associate them in my mind. I think I was always like on the Heroes train more than Lost.
It was like Lost, Heroes and Prison Break. They all came out like around the same time.
These big mystery box shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never watched Prison Break either. I was only on Heroes.
Neither.
Man, should we watch Prison Break? No, I gotta watch Lost
After
first.
this, we become a Prison Break podcast.
Oh God, no. We don't know enough about it, Caity.
We don't.
Prison Break minute by minute.
No, God, no.
Minute
Episode
break.
by episode, maybe. But apart from that, we've been like rewatching a few things just in the background, like Brooklyn Nine-Nine and stuff. I watched Fall of the House of Usher, which is the new Mike Flanagan series. I love Mike Flanagan. He's one of my favorite horror directors. I think he has like such a good eye and like just mind for crafting horror that is meaningful and makes you care. And it isn't just like cheap jump scares and things like that. And it was really enjoyable. It's
I felt a but coming there, but you said an and.
And I just realised I didn't tell anyone
around.
what the plot of Lost is. I'm just assuming everyone knows what the plot of Lost is.
What's the plot of Lost, Caity? We're becoming a Lost podcast now.
No. If you don't,
Lost minutes.
If you don't know what Lost is, it's about a group of people who are in a plane crash on a like deserted island in the middle of nowhere.
Whoa.
And there's
What
weird
happens?
spooky shit on the island. There's like
polar bear.
You know, polar bear is one of the things. But you know, there's weird stuff on there. There's a monster in the forest. And they try to get off the island, yada yada. It's
Flashbacks.
Great. Flashbacks.
Forwards. Flash sides.
Flash sides, flash all directions.
Flashing everywhere.
It's good. But no, Fall of the House of Usher is based on Edgar Allan Poe poems, stories.
Right. One of the ones you performed?
Yeah, a couple of the ones I did actually. Well, actually,
go.
yeah, they did Telltale Heart. So in one of the episodes, which was really good. And yeah, I mean, I love them. I love all of the actors that he has, like one of those, what's it called when you have like, you use all the same actors all the time? I don't know, like he's like a little pool of actors that he draws from for all these projects.
I know what you mean. I'm trying to think of the director who does it, and that's the noun.
Yeah.
Or that's the verb. You know the guy. Oh God, Caitlin, we're tired.
I can't think.
What the fuck is his name?
It's not Scorsese.
No.
It's not.
It's old mate Wes Anderson.
Oh,
He's Wes Anderson.
Yes,
Wes Andersoning it.
Yes. Yeah, he does that. And that was really good. I just love seeing where his stuff goes because it always goes to the most unhinged places. So I really enjoyed that one. But that's all I'm kind of watching. I'm watching Gen V at the moment, but that's like my treadmill show if I'm watching something without Valentina.
Gen V.
Which is The Boys spin-off.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I saw that thing from The Boys where the man went in the willy and exploded, and I don't want to ever watch that show.
Jonathan, when I tell you that is one of the wildest things that I've ever seen on television in my life.
I can't do body horror.
That was wild.
It's legitimately from Spy Kids. I know the source. Spy Kids turned me off body horror as a child. It was Spy Kids and Mystery Men.
That part where, have we talked about this before? The part where Greg Kinnear gets all turned inside out.
We have. Yeah. Honestly, like disturbing to me. Body horror, I just cannot do.
Yeah, that part is pretty full on.
Yeah.
Ooh. Anyway, that's what I've been watching. What have you been watching?
Thinking about those thumbs. I have been watching an anime, a Japanese anime, not a Western anime.
Good. I'm glad one of us has been.
Yeah, but I also watched a Western animation as well, an HBO Max show called Scavenger's Reign.
I've heard about this. No, but I've heard it's meant to be very good and that I would like it a lot because it's like sci-fi horror.
It's fantastic.
Oh, okay.
It's so good. Like, if it was on my anime list, it would be a 10 out of 10 for me.
I've heard really good things.
All right, well, I'll give a brief plot synopsis.
Yes, don't spoil because I will watch it.
Yeah. But it's like shipwrecked people in the future transporting freight through space. And within the first 2 minutes, you know they're fucked.
Fuck.
Because the corporation is basically like, well, write that one off. And it's like, oh my God, that is capitalism. Like,
oh my goodness.
But it basically follows 3 groups of survivors on this planet. There's, I'm trying to remember their names, Sam and she was one of my favorite characters. I'll look him up. Sam and Ursula are together. Ursula's like the horticulture person. Yeah. Sam was the captain of the ship. Azi is the cargo specialist, and she's paired with Levi, who's a robot.
Ooh.
And Cayman is a crew member from the ship.
Oh.
And it just follows them. It's like the pacing is mint. The animation is like has a slightly rotoscopy, like fluid style to it. It very much reminds me of like Primal, which was the guy who made Samurai Jack, Gendy Tarkovsky.
Oh, yeah.
It reminds me a bit of Primal, but the planet that they land on is so alien, and they utilize the aliens as technology.
Oh.
And it's like, it just reminds me of all my favorite science fantasy, sci-fi, like where technology is so advanced that it seems like magic, or the natural world feels technological. I love that kind of stuff where it's like technology is taken out of it. But then there's all this really cool stuff with because like Ursula and Sam are just your classic like road trip. They're just trying to get to the ship. Cayman is like psychological horror. And Uzi and Levi, I was almost shipping them.
Oh, love that.
Even though it's like a robot and human cargo specialist. But like their relationship just taught me to enjoy character development in shows again, because I hated Uzi to start with.
Oh.
And by the end, I loved her.
Yes, yeah.
So yeah, it's just really good. Like I would say it's more psychological thriller than horror.
I've heard someone say it's like kind of like Annihilation vibes.
Yes. Very much Annihilation vibes. My touch point was Numenera, which is just a role-playing game system that I love. And I always talk about Numenera. But that was my touchstone, but Annihilation vibes, definitely.
Yeah.
And there's also like, I read it at a really good time because I was reading Dark Emu at the same time, which is this book about Aboriginal agriculture before Australia was colonised.
Oh, yeah.
And how they lived in symbiosis with the land, and this is where my philosophy shift of late has happened, because I watched these two things at the same time, finished them around the same time, and I'm just like, we're fucking parasites. Like, we are actually parasites. And there's a lot of stuff in Scavenger's Reign that digs into that parasitical relationship of like, what does it mean to be in symbiosis within a food cycle, within a cycle of life, within like plants and animals feeding off one another, living off one another. What does it mean for a parasite to take from someone else? Like, who is the parasite in a relationship? Yeah, both of them came at a really good time, but I highly recommend it. It's like one of the best shows I watched all year. I can't believe we hadn't talked about it.
No,
really,
but I'm so excited to watch it. It's been on my list for a little while, so
it's so good. And the character acting, the voice acting is so spot on. It got what Scott Pilgrim got wrong right. It got that conversational tone. They feel like real humans in this experience, in this scenario together. It was so good. And just like those heady sci-fi concepts that I love as well.
Yeah, love that.
So anyway, that's Scavenger's Reign.
Oof,
very good.
Love that.
The other show I'm watching is an actual anime.
Oh, shock.
Sousou no Frieren, or Frieren, which translates to Frieren at the Funeral, or Frieren the Slayer.
Oh.
But the English title is Frieren Beyond Journey's End, because we sanitize everything. And I've briefly talked about this one. It's about a party of adventurers who killed the Demon Lord. Very fantasy world. Like, the party consists of a cleric, a fighter, a dwarf, and an elf mage.
Classic.
Like, it's like almost your classic party composition. All you need is like a thief and you're there. But they defeat the Demon Lord, and like in the first episode, there's like a 60-year time jump.
Oh my god.
Because Frieren is an elf, and the rest of them aren't as long-lived. Like, two of them are humans, one's a dwarf. And it just is about Frieren, basically, like learning what it means to actually connect with other people, and learning how she connected with the people on her journey without realizing it.
Wow.
But also there's some sick animation and some sick fight scenes, and like magic fights. They animate them really well.
Ooh.
There was this bit in the latest episode I watched, I'm a couple of episodes behind now, where there was just this sidestep, like someone sidestepped a magical beam like flying at them, and they just so casually sidestepped it, and it was like the most feminine action thing I've ever seen. Like, and just brutal, because she's just walking towards the guy that she's fighting. It was really cool. And that wasn't even Frieren. There's other characters that get introduced, and she like takes on apprentices, and it's really good. It's actually really good. It feels like an instant classic.
Ooh.
And last time I looked, it was ranked number 1 on my anime list.
Oh shit, maybe I need to check
sure
it out.
The FMA guys, no, it's still there.
Whoa!
It's still there. Yeah.
They haven't bombed it like they did with Fruits Basket.
No. But it legitimately feels like an instant classic. Like this, I don't know, it feels like the classic that, what's his name? Bodgy should have been, or Summer Ranking.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, if our Summer Ranking didn't like fall over a bit at the end.
Yeah.
It feels like that. And it's just like, it's got all those fantasy tropes. I'm a bit dungeon pilled at the moment. I'm very in on my like fantasy. I always am, you know, but this is one of the best anime fantasies I've watched, and I'd love to play in a world like this, where it's like just such a consistent world and such a cool characters. I like it. Nice.
Wow,
Yeah.
I can't believe it's really number 1.
Yeah, right? It's crazy. And I dropped everything else I was watching this season. It's basically just Frieren, and we're rewatching Adventure Time.
Nice.
Yeah, but we're doing the One Piece thing with it, where we skip non-integral, non-plot filler. If we skip, have you watched Adventure Time before?
Bits of it, yeah. I think I've watched the first couple seasons.
Do you know Tree Trunks?
Yeah.
We skip all Tree Trunks. Tree Trunks does not appear on my list.
I mean, that must cut out hours.
It literally, like, we're already halfway through like season 4, I think.
Amazing.
And we've been watching it for like a couple of weeks.
gosh.
But yeah, Adventure Time is like always my favorites.
Yeah, cute. Well,
Yeah.
we're going to need something. We're just discussing what the new thing we'll watch will be because we finished Lost. We do have like Hannibal on the list, and I want to rewatch Midnight Mass, which is another Mike Flanagan one because Valentina hasn't seen that one. But if you have suggestions, I don't know if she will like Scavenger's Reign. It might not be.
She will.
You think she will?
If she likes characters,
I might suggest
it's
it
more
then.
about the characters.
Yeah, I
it's
might
definitely
suggest it.
becomes like a character
It's not too horror, like horror-y.
thing.
Okay.
There's one character that there's a bit of like body horror with,
Okay.
but I was okay with it,
Okay.
and I'm
Or worse.
not a horror boy. I'm not a scaredy boy. You know me.
I know.
Well, is anyone going to listen to this? Because this is the longest episode we've put out in like months.
It's a long time.
And it's just
We're
us
not
shit
even talking about Skate.
But sometimes you got to talk about other things.
You do. And we talk
Cleanse
about
the
Skate a
palate.
lot, so, it's nice.
We do.
It's nice to talk about other things.
Yeah. But Skate is like a nice little debrief as well. Like
Yeah.
a nice little,
I do. I like it.
end of day.
It's nice. It's nice to come back
Yeah.
to. Come home to them at the end
It
of the
is.
day,
Because I guess we're always rewatching Skate. It's going to be so
Always.
weird when we're not rewatching
It's
Skate.
going to be wild. Maybe season 2 will be out by then.
Oh, God.
Or the OVA.
Well, there
at
is an
least.
event coming soon
Is there?
in Jan.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, all the oomphies were posting about it.
We might have something to report on then.
We might. Anyway, that's that. What was your favourite moment of Lost?
Oh my god.
Just no context. Give us your favourite moment of Lost.
Probably Ben. Just in general.
Just in
Yeah.
general.
I love Ben.
Nice.
What was your favourite moment of what you've been watching? Sousou or Scavengers with no context because I want to watch it.
Yeah. My favourite bit of Scavengers, literally last episode, spoilers. I won't spoil it. One of the characters has a child, and like more characters get introduced, so I'm not like spoiling.
yeah.
Like there's so many characters, but one of the characters has a child, and I was ugly crying.
Oh!
It was like the best
Oh
moment.
my goodness.
I loved it. Yeah.
Okay.
That's all I'll say. Yeah.
All right.
It was so good. Ugh. I want to watch it again. It was so good.
Do you like podcasts? Like, do you like audio?
I like podcasts.
No, but do you like audio novels?
Do you like
Like
podcasts?
audio plays?
Audio books?
Audio plays. Like audio serials.
plays.
Audio
I know what you
serials.
mean. Yeah, are you going to recommend Wolf 365?
359. Yeah, have I already recommended it to you?
359, whatever it's called? Yeah, I've had it on my to listen to list for a while
Oh my
now.
goodness. Yeah.
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 That sci-fi vibe?
Sci-fi vibe. It's so good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll love Scavengers. Right,
Yeah,
Katie?
yeah, nice.
Yeah.
You know what I
Alright.
loved the other day? Sorry, just to go back.
No, it's
have you
alright.
seen Sunshine?
Yes, yeah.
You've seen it. And
Yeah.
Chris Evans was saying, did you see that interview Chris
It's
Evans
his
did the other day?
favourite
He's like, I wish more people had seen it. And I was like, I've seen it.
Yeah. I love
I love
Sunshine.
Sunshine.
It's so good.
Yeah, far out.
Yeah.
Sci-fi's the best.
Yeah.
Love it.
I love sci-fi.
Love it.
Good shit. All right.
If you
tweet at us.
if you love sci-fi.
If you listen to this whole episode
Yeah,
somehow.
somehow. Maybe we'll cut some of the M stuff out.
Oh, that's all gone. Tweet at us, infinite_minute on
Or
Twitter.
you can email us at infiniteminutepodcast@gmail.com.
Katie, we've got to record another
I know.
minute. All right, bye.
Bye.